everybody. Hello. Let's do this. We've got a pretty cool tournament this weekend / for the next 6 days. It's a long one, folks. And of course, I am talking about the Mosasaurus Gen 2. The first Gen 2 creature to actually be able to be unlocked. It is beating out the T-Rex, who has been out for quite some time, but still has not had an unlock event, but there is one coming up in now 6 days to unlock the Gen 2 T-Rex. Still haven't had an unlock yet for the Velociraptor Gen 2, which is down here somewhere now. Can't remember where I put him. Is that him? Yes. Need one more to make a level 40. And then one more of the T-Rex Gen 2 to also make a level 40. And then I've got a nice little spot cleared off right here. We got my Mr. DNA statue waiting, so that once I fuse those, I can put the Gen 2 Indominus Rex in there. Yeah, so pretty exciting that not only are they releasing another Gen 2 creature, which, you know, I guess to each his own. I prefer new creatures, but a new creature in general is always nice to have in the game. So, but it's gonna be a basic Jurassic top prize, the Gen 2 Mosasaurus. Standard pack here. Stats of this guy are okay. Nothing really to, I would say, write home about. If we look at the surface creatures. He's going to be right between the Decitus and the Mosasaurus standard. Stats-wise, got more attack, less health. Again, he's kind of a glass cannon, just about. He's kind of in between glass cannon and just a standard creature. Definitely not a health tank by any stretch, which is really what the Decitus is compared to the Mosasaurus. The question really would be, is it going to be 8,000? Is it going to be 9,000? Is it going to be 8,500? You know, somewhere in between there, but it'll be between 8,000 and 9,000 based on where it's sitting currently in this mix. So, yeah, so let's get to it. Let's get this run going, and let's see what this tournament's going to look like. So far, my guess is going to be standard. Only difference is going to be a lot longer of a tournament. But we will find out here in the beginning, and we will do our standard setup here. Let's get some carnivores going. What was I doing? Let's do a Mosasaurus. Yeah, we'll do a Mosasaurus, and we'll see how this sets us out here. Hopefully, folks are doing well. The stay-at-home orders continue out here in California, oh yeah, it's going to be, it's probably overshot a little bit with the Mosasaurus, but that's okay. Should be a quick match, hopefully. But yeah, things are what they are as far as this whole COVID situation. But hopefully, folks are doing well and. You know, getting through what they need to get through when it comes to just stuff in general. But the game has been a nice distraction. Only problem is with work and the kids. I can only do this really late at night. So last night's video, oh my goodness, I was so tired, but I really wanted to get it done. And it just, I was listening to some of it this morning, and I almost didn't post it because I was like, I sound like I'm half asleep, and I still might sound that way a little bit tonight, but I'm going to try to be perky, as perky as I can be at late at night here. We will see how long this run takes. Like I said, it's late. Probably going to have to get to, I'm guessing 300-ish trophies to get to Dominator. So we'll see if that's going to be 8 to 9 fights. We'll see how this all plays out here to get through these lower leagues. Oh, please don't disconnect. There we go. He's just not wanting to attack, apparently. Goes. See if that entices him. should. There we go. I'm just gonna do cleanup here. Oh, but yeah, took the time this week to reorganize both parks. It takes forever when you have to move around so many decorations. But yeah, it's I don't know if it's exactly where I want it, but it's in a better state than it. I don't know, really a better state. It wasn't in a bad state to begin with, but I was able to get a lot more of my creatures from the second island over onto my first island. Some of them are not optimally placed for like revenue towers. Still haven't figured out the best spot to put my revenue towers. But overall, I just got to get used to where I've placed everything. I try to set stuff up to be in kind of an order of rarity and strength, ferocity, just so I can have a better idea where things are. But we'll have to see over time if that's the best layout for me. So I just got to experiment a little bit. All right, so 93 Survivor. Right, let's pick up some creatures and let's get to this. Carnivals. 500 health-ish. Somewhere is it? There it is. T-Rex Gen 2. I know it when I see it. I know it when I see it. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. All right. Doable, definitely doable. One shot the first guy, and then we got a herbivore coming in on the second. Oh, well, no, I'm already starting to yawn. It's a bad sign. I again, apologize about the last video. Thought about making a comment on my own video saying you have to drink every time I yawn if you're watching this at night and you're an adult. Because it would make for a very interesting night if you did something to that effect. Because I was yawning like crazy. Still yawning tonight, but I'm going to do my best to keep the voice up for the entirety of this video, regardless of how tired I may or may not be. This whole work from home COVID situation has definitely thrown off my general sleeping habits, along with just general timelines for things. Kids, crazy. School for the kids, or for one of the kids, crazy. My little guy, who will be 2 next month, is just a little tornado in the house. So there's not much that me and my wife can do to really keep him focused. And so he requires a lot of energy all day. But yeah, between him and my older, who's in kindergarten, man, it is a task. And then you add work on top of that. It is just a fun-filled day. We'll call it a fun-filled day. So you can look back at some point and appreciate this video, cataloging the trials and tribulations of having 2 young children in this whole pandemic situation. Coins, fantastic. Sarcasm. And I just realized that DNA, refresh that bad boy. Oh, by the way, we're on countdown here. We got 11 days until we can unlock the VIP food factory. Pretty excited about that. It'll be a new VIP item in the game. Looking forward to all those unlocks, but that's not what this video is about. Gonna stay focused, try to get through this. All right, so level 24. So yes, so far this is definitely acting like a standard no rules Jurassic tournament. If you watched my last video, it talks about rules and kind of different creature layouts. It's definitely something that can throw wrenches in your plans when you start having to deal with rules, because they definitely add a different mix to the game. Yes, this is where we're gonna go. Mosasaurus, 654, 250. Our team has got a average ferocity of 545, which is about standard for this level of survivor at this rank. And we've got a decent matchup, so this will be winnable. Two-shot the first guy. Check the health of the Carnoraptor or the Dimetrodon, but shouldn't be too bad. A couple of blocks, a couple of swaps, should be good to go. So now we're going to do 2 here. 1, 2. We're not gonna block because he's got such weak attack. You know, take 2 shots and not worry about it. This would be a 2-shot as well. Swap bounce. No blocking needed. Excellent. Should go for 4. Itty bitty hands over there. There's the 4. Alright, he's got 1 left, so we'll do 3. We'll block 3. He can take 2 shots, no problem. Just in case he wasn't blocking, but he was. And let's hope he goes for at least a 1. That's all we really needed to do, is at least 1 to not have to worry about guessing. And of course he didn't get any, but the likelihood that he's blocking for all 4 is very low. And there we go. This should be, what do I got? 36, 37 trophies. 36, perfect. Up into Hunter, 77. What will we get on the prize wheel? Anything decent? Oh, DNA, better than coins. Definitely better than coins. All right, Hunter 77. Let's get our creatures going here. Carnivores. Upper end of Hunter, 676, 258. All right. I'll do 1110 Carnoraptor. Not too much stronger than what we just did, to be honest. Let's see how tough of, oh, that might have been a mistake. That microprocessor is going to give us some trouble. It's going to give us a lot of trouble, actually. This might have been a mistake. It's definitely on the harder side of a battle. Let's do some guessing here. Yeah, let's definitely do some guessing. I have to guess he's going to swap in and not attack. It's kind of our only hope here. There we go. And he attacked anyways. Okay, so now we are pretty much going to have a very tough time here. Have to do this. He can one-shot us. Hopefully he goes for it. If not, we're going to have to swap out. Okay, so the question is, 250, we can survive 1 attack. So we need him to go for all 4 here to even have a shot at this. Ugh, and he swapped. So I was afraid of. Oh, and he attacked, even worse. Okay, well, more than likely we are not going to win this. So he's got 1 left, and we're going to have to assume that he's not blocking and that he's going to attack. Okay, so that's 1 thing down, but we're not going to have enough to kill this guy, because 4 is not going to be enough to get to 1039, I don't think. I do not think it is going to be enough. What is this going to be? Let's see, we've got 29. Nope, it is not. I have to go for 3 and hope that he doesn't attack for all 3. So we need to do 5 in order to kill him. Okay. So the question is he blocking or is he reserving? If he is reserving, we have got this. If he is blocking, we are dead. Gah. Oh, it was a gamble. Had to do it. I guess we could have blocked for 3 again and tried to reserve again, but it is what it is. So we're going to lose this match. That's okay. It's what happens. Happens every once in a while. We will bring a slightly stronger team to make sure that we do not do that again. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff around on my spreadsheet here for all you spreadsheet junkies. All right, so let's see. Let's go slightly stronger, since that gave us quite the tough matchup. We have plenty of carnivores to pick from, so we don't gotta be picky here. So let's see. Let's go up to. We're not gonna go up seemingly much. It's 30 ferocity. Yes, we're gonna go here. I think there's probably some sort of threshold around this area. So that last battle that we were at 561 ferocity average. This is closer to 600 average ferocity. So it's enough. I don't know if it's 570. We also have some data points around 580 that it gets a little bit easier at this level. So somewhere in there, there's some sort of cutoff or trigger, or it just happened to be that we got a really tough matchup. You could look at it kind of either way. But with this being 2 herbivores, we got class advantage on our side as well, and the creatures are not quite as tough. So a little increase in ferocity, a much better opponents we're getting matched up with. And this is something that I see folks, complaining about on the forums. Oh, getting creatures that are, 1,500 times more stronger than me. This is ridiculous. Like, why are these people in my league? They shouldn't be here. You have to remember that you're getting matched up with people based on the team you are bringing to the matchup. So if you're getting really tough players that you're fighting against, it means that you are bringing a team that the computer feels is a little bit too weak to be fighting at that level. So you either got to bring a stronger team, or you just got to deal with it and kind of know that that's maybe just where is the top of where you can get to at currently based on your lineup. Obviously, you have creatures above what you're bringing. Bring stronger creatures. You'll get easier battles. That's just the way it is. You won't get as many trophies. It's kind of the trade-off. If you bring 2 stronger creatures, you know, you start getting 36, 30, you know, all the way down to 20 trophies if you just bring a completely overpowered team for the rank that you're fighting at. But it'd be basically a guaranteed win. So you kind of have to balance, you know, based on your teams, how you want to approach it, kind of what you want to face from an opponent standpoint. You get to control that. As the player, you get to control within kind of reason, don't want to do that, what you're going to be potentially getting paired up with. This was 30 something, so 814, 528. So this is much stronger. This is closer to 900 ferocity is where we want to be. It's going to be up here. We got 852, 400, 866, 451. All right. Uranus level 20. Where we're going here. Let's see what we get matched up with. All right. Easy peasy. 2 Obivoles, 1 carnivore. But yeah, but as I was saying, you know, I bring a weaker team, I have to face a stronger team. I bring a stronger team, I get to face a weaker team. It's all kind of how you want to set up your match. But as a player, you get to control it. And if you are fighting or getting matched up with creatures that are just way stronger than the creatures that you have, it's just the game telling you that maybe you need to, within reason, kind of take a step back and reevaluate what your goals are for the game. Again, you can't. Why did I block one? I don't know why I did that. For some reason, I thought that Dinosaurus was going to have way higher attack. Oh well. What we can do though is we can just attack here. Even if he's reserving, which he's not, thankfully. The Dinosaurus couldn't have done anything to us with the 4 attack. So now he's gonna wait for him to take his turn, and then we'll kill him on the next turn. But yeah, you get to control it. And if you got creatures that aren't strong enough, maybe you need to really reevaluate your goals at this particular moment in the game. Just because you can't make Dominator now, or you can't make Predator now, doesn't mean you can't on the next tournament, or the tournament after that. This game is definitely what I would consider a long haul player game. It rewards patience. There is some stuff that it also rewards from a speed perspective. You know, the higher you get, the more things start to open up in the game. But there's also, you know, something to be said about kind of pacing yourself and just playing through the game as it unfolds, getting the unlocks as they happen, and not trying to force yourself into kind of a place that maybe your particular game setup is not quite ready for. All right, so that's my PSA for the night. Be patient. The game rewards it. And if you're not patient, that's okay too. Just, you know, temper your expectations a little bit. All right, so let's see. We're in Predator. We need to go way up here. Let's see. What do I want? Do I not have anything that has what I'm looking for? What is that? There we go. Ostafricosaurus. What? Pretty decent matchup last time with this guy. So this is 1,019 average ferocity between my 3 creatures that I'm bringing. Obviously, Ostafricosaurus is a much higher one. Ooh, okay. Only good news is we've got a herbivore in the mix. But otherwise, this might not happen. This might be either the game telling us, hey, this might be just one of those off matches where you get matched up against something that is way tougher. We'll have to bring a similar team and see if we get the same matchup. Because sometimes you just get, you get hard matchups. It's just the way it rolls. Let's see, this is 5. What we got for 3 attack, 2264. That is not enough to take him out. So we are going to have to attempt to do some different things here. Probably going to switch. No, it's not. He's going to attack though. Okay. We have to hope he's blocking. It's not. We gotta hope that he's not going to go too hard here. Now, there's the 1 damage that's going to hurt us. So, we need to do... I gotta see if this is going to let us do the glitch. And it might, just might let us do that. Let's see if this is going to let us continue to build. Hopefully it is. Sometimes also when you get really tough matches, the game recognizes that and will let you have an out. But we'll have to see if it's going to do that or if it's going to kill us right now. Okay, so far so good. So we're going to go to 4 again. Okay. And again, for those that are like, oh, you're playing against real people, not the AI. No real player would sit here and do this when they are looking at your team and know that they've got you on the ropes. It just wouldn't happen. So clearly this is an AI that we're fighting against. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more, because he's blocking 1. Oh, he's not blocking 1. Shoot. Okay, well, that's a problem, because now he's going to kill us. If he's playing the way that I think he's playing. Yeah. Well, dang it. Still stand behind my comment that this is not a real player. We'll just show this player who's boss here with our level 1. Oh, no, never mind, we won't. Guess we could have done... even then that wouldn't have worked, so... Alright, well... Clearly, we will bring something of the same level just to test the theory, to see if we just got a rough match, or if we are truly bringing something that is underpowered. So this is about the same ferocity, a tiny bit lower. Let's see if we get a much more winnable match. A much easier match, even though we've got the 2 amphibians. So we'll have to see what we can do here. So can't kill him in 3. So we're gonna have to do some reserving. The good news is that the Capasuchus doesn't have all that great of attack. The bad news is he's got a whole bunch of health. Alright, so we can kill this guy in 4. We're gonna block 1. Yes, the Capasuchus does have a lot of extra health. And we're going to need to do 4 attack to kill him. Of course he doesn't go for it, which is okay. So we're going to swap out. I hope that he's got more than... Okay, perfect. So he's going to have enough to kill us. hopefully goes for 4. Alright, so he's got 1 left. We're gonna have to do 5 just to make sure we take rid of his 4 that he's got, or the one that he's blocking with. So that's killing him. 1 for the block. Excellent. And now we've got the level 1 Mosasaurus, which is not a problem. Low attack. We can basically just full on attack here. I don't have to guess anything either. There we go. See, a much more doable match. And you get those random, you know, whatever the AI has as a formula for matchups. You get the, you know, the random off, you know, not the normal matchup that gives you that super tough matchup and makes you think, oh my god, I don't belong here. Just do another match with that same type of average ferocity-ish. And see if you just got hit with one of those crazy matchups. They have them. It's the reality. Predator 68. We're going T-Rex here. T-Rex. T-Rex level 40. Boom, chakalaka. Alright, so this is 1248 average ferocity. What are we going to get matched with? Alright, nothing too terrible. We do have a very strong flyer there at the back, though. We got to be careful of. So we're not going to kill the Pachyrhinosaurus. We're going to make him burn some action points by moving him around, hopefully. Swapping in here. I am going to block 1 because I don't really want to take a hit from either of the other 2, especially the flyer. I hope he swaps to the carnivore, but just for action point purposes. But that's what I was afraid of. He didn't attack, which means we're going to have to do 3 to kill him. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna block 2, just in case. Again, we can take attack or 2, but we don't want to get so far behind that we run the risk of getting beat up by the herbivore at the end. Excellent. Yeah, so now we will do 2, since he has nothing left, and we will block for 2. I don't know if 2, whatever the amount of attack that he had, was going to do anything. I don't want to take the chance. 231. No, he could have only done 970 with 3 attacks. So technically I could have blocked for just 1, but that game is over here anyways. And for those of you that don't know, you need to kind of get really good at the multipliers for attack. It's kind of what I'm doing math off to the side here as I'm playing on what I can and cannot survive from the opponent that's going to be swapped in on the next turn by the AI after one of their players dies, to see how many hits you can take, which you can survive, which you can't survive. And then, giving yourself the maximum amount of opportunity for all of the different action points that you can use to further your mission. Alright, we're almost in Carniraptor territory. I'm gonna do one more non-Carniraptor. I'm gonna go with Troodon. No. Yes, no. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna go with The Troodon. I'm gonna go with the Life Max. All right, no worries here on this matchup either. In this case, we don't need to not kill the first herbivore because we have a second herbivore that's coming in that will waste a point anyways on swapping out. And we can one-hit the carnivore, so it should be over fairly quickly. So we'll do 2-shot here. Reserve 1 because we can take a hit or 2 from either the Amargasaurus, 2 from this guy, or 1 if he swaps in the Gen 2 T-Rex. Oh, he's accepted his fate. Right. So we'll do 2, and then we'll block 2. Again, probably could have just blocked 1. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what happens here because we're going to have 4. He's only got 3, so means I want to kill him. So we automatically win this regardless of what he does. Sorry, T-Rex. It's time for you to go. See, picked a slightly overpowered team there. A little bit too strong. Level 42. Well, I feel like, well, yeah, that's fair. It's just slightly overstrong. At rank 18, we're definitely in Chronoraptor territory though. Back up to 40 trophies. Hey, 100 Dino Bucks, take that. Take that indeed. It basically pays for most of the matches we're gonna have for this tournament. Who says it doesn't pay to do PvP? No, I don't say that. It definitely pays though to keep a trade hardware cleaner than it does to do PvP. Depending on how much time you have. If you got tons of time, you can burn on the game playing PvP for endless amounts of time. You could get a ton of resources. You just have to grind it out. But I also get a ton of resources from the trade harbor. Keeping it clean. Highly recommend it. Alright, so we're gonna have to do 3 here to take out this Megalosaurus, but we've got the hybrid herbivore coming in after that, so that's okay. And he's gonna swap and bring in the Acanthosaurus. Might attack us. If he does, we still might have to swap even if he does attack us. There's the swap. Here's the attack. Alright, so it's going to take 3 to kill him. And we can survive 3 from the herbivore. So we'll do this. Now if he does attack, we will kill him. If he doesn't attack, we will swap out just in case. Well, no, we will just attack. Because even if he's blocking 3, he can't kill us with 4. Yeah, so we got this. Sometimes you gotta be careful because in that lower range, sometimes it will block all of them. And if they can kill you in 4, then you're kind of SOL at that point. Oh, there we go, Dominator, sweet. 333 is the bottom right now. Real question is, since this is a 6-day tournament, and I can't remember a time where we've had a 6-day tournament before, what is going to be the trophy count? I will be tracking this tournament over the next couple of days and really trying to figure out what kind of a prediction we might be having for this tournament. And then I will update as I do it. I'm going to do a Gorgosuchus here. If you notice, I have a lot less Gorgosuchus here because I fused a bunch of them to make more level 30s. I'm prepping. I'm not going to be switching them yet as far as my Metrophodons, my Segnosuchuses, and my Indoraptors, as far as leveling them up. But trying to build up a good base of creatures so that when I do max out my Indoraptor cage again, and I start making more level 11s, I can start increasing those. My goal is to get to where I can comfortably have, level 30, even level 40 Indoraptors, and have lots of Metrophodons and Segnosuchuses as supporting characters for those. But again, every time I level those guys up, it just adds to the cooldown. So while having, 4 or 5 Metrophodons and Segnosuchuses and 10 Indoraptors works right now and gives me plenty of extra time to do stuff and even, slacking do stuff. The reality is I'm going to have some issues with cooldowns as I get past where I'm at right now. Right now, everything is on basically a 1 day or less cooldown time. And as soon as I get past the area where I'm at, stuff starts getting into, more than a day cooldown. Not a lot, but more. And so stuff starts to get a little bit more weird about how many different creatures you need so that way you can not have to be speeding up cooldowns. And if I gotta speed up some, you gotta speed up some, right? That's, what's the point of Dinobucks if you don't use them? So we'll just have to watch and see. But got 6 or 7 of the level 23 Metrophodons, and I don't think I need to level as far as like fuse any of those, even as I bring my Indoraptors up. I just need to level those Metrophodons up towards level 30. But the Segnosuchuses, I'm probably going to have to combine, because right now they're at 28, and in order to keep up with the Indoraptor's ferocity, I'm going to have to bring some of them up. It's just a reality. But we'll see. We'll see how... this is a long-term goal. This is not a next week or the week after goal. This is, months down the road. Maybe by the end of summer. Making some of these moves. All right. Into Dominator. 1 win in Dominator. What are we going to get here? Anything special, anything nice? Well, 500 Dinobucks is not, or 500 Dinobucks would be great. 500 DNA is also pretty good. Let's go collect our, but all of our glorious super DNA here. I gotta make another Mosasaurus. I'm gonna make another Indoraptor. I think I even need to make another Cephalosaurus, whatever its name is. God, I always screw that name up. What do we got? 1380. Oh, I can make another Spinosuchus too, just none of their Sarcosuchus. But I've got some creatures in here that I gotta deal with. But you know what? I am going to put in... Oh no, that's not short. Well, it's not terribly long if I... Well, actually, I forgot I got a Stegosaurus I gotta deal with. Let's do this trade. And that's not something we're gonna trade, but I forgot that I had a Stegosaurus. It came out of a pack. So we'll put them in for the nights, let them hatch overnights while we're not using them. And yeah, everybody stay safe. Like I said, make sure you check the forums. I will have updates on projections probably out on Saturday and definitely on Sunday. Since this is a 6-day tournament, we're not going to have a whole lot of data to go off of on how it's going to end. But we have decent data and trends that we can kind of point at once we've got a couple of days of data to see how this guy is progressing. My guess is it's going to be somewhere north of 2,500 trophies that folks are going to need to get to be safe in Dominator by the time this 6-day tournament is over. But we will see. Data will lead us to wherever it leads us to. But with that, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.